Hello children, today we will learn English from class 6 Honeysuckle book, poem The Kite. We all love to fly kites. It looks beautiful to see those colorful kites flying in the sky. We all might have tried once as well. Let us today read and understand how a kite flies in the sky. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. A kite looks bright on a clear sky. When it flies for the first time, it moves with softness and force together at the same time. To fly high in the sky, which makes a cracking sound in the air. Then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. Such moves help it to float in the sky, just waves rising and falling as they rise in the sea. With the same sudden blow of the wind, it goes up to the highest point in the sky in a wavy manner, like the way a ship moves on the ocean. But as soon as the wind slows down, it seems as if it has stopped there to rest. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows, and its wings fill and up it goes. When the thread tied to the kite loosens, the flyer, the one who is flying the kite, runs and rolls its back. He waits till a new breeze or a new air blows again and fill the wings of the kite with air again to help it fly high. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a ragged thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. A kite looks very bright and beautiful on a clear sky, but when it gets stuck on a tree top, it gets torn and gives a very poor look, a very torn, worn out look, which is not liked by anyone. So this is how exactly a kite flies in the sky. This poem is by Harry Ben. And now let us move towards the exercises of this lesson. What do we have? The first thing which we have is working with the poem. List out the action words in the poem. What are action words? They are verbs. Each and every word that describes the action of the subject, the action of a person or an animal, a noun, exactly, is a verb. So let us look towards the poem and understand that there are various verbs given in the poem. The first verb which we get is dive. Then we get another verb which is dip. Then we have snaps, soars, tides, climb, rest, falls, goes, run, and then we have other verbs like blows, fill, see, flaps. So these are all verbs from the poem. Now let us read out the next part. Children, we have seen that there were lines in the poem. Stanza 3, we had, read those lines from the poem. This is stanza 3. Then soars like a ship with only a sail. Soars like a ship, which means that now there is a comparison between the flying kite and a ship which sails in the sea with the word like. The word like is used while comparing, which shows that it is nothing but simile. We know very well that when the word like and as is used to compare two things, such a comparison in English is known as simile. And now we have to cite some examples for simile. The movement of the tailless kite is compared to a ship with a sail. It is called a simile. Can you suggest what or who the following actions may be compared to? He runs like. What do you think? He runs like a cheetah or a deer because they are fastest of all. He eats like, eating very fast. So he eats like a wolf. She sings like, singing very sweetly. So we can compare to a nightingale or a canary. It shines like a glowworm or a diamond. It flies like a kite or a bird. So here we are comparing with the word like. We can also compare this with the word as. For example, he runs as fast as a cheetah. Okay, are you understanding the change between use of as and use of like? He runs as fast as a cheetah or he runs like a cheetah. Where you are understanding that what is compared, the fast action. Now, third question is your excited home assignment as well, where you have tried to make a kite with your friends or family members. Because now we are facing a difficult situation, I will suggest to have a kite, preparation of a kite with your family members. Collect the things required such as color paper, newspaper, thread, glue, a thin stick that can be bent. After making the kite, see if you can fly it. Being a student of English, you can also note down the procedure by writing instructions of flying a kite. I hope you all have understood the poem and it will be easy for you now to prepare your own notes. Remember children, each word which we see in the poem, when we were looking at different words, we have observed that there are various new words in the poem. So refer a dictionary and try to understand each word with its meaning and frame sentences for the new words. There are various words in the poem which can be used in your own sentences. So do refer a dictionary and make new sentences for these new words. Thank you.